was, from my point of view, it was the best performance we had against Roberto's Brighton. More possession, better possession. A really good rhythm in the game. Okay, besides the goal, we lose the ball. It doesn't mean we can lose the ball high up the pitch. It doesn't mean you have to concede. That was really well done. Great finish as well. So as far as I saw it, I liked the reaction a lot. But I saw as well that in our finishing, we were a bit in a rush. That was not the same level like all the rest. You cannot create all the time like we did. And then one or two of them must be proper chances. We didn't have enough shots on target in the first half, and the few we had, they were rollers. So that's we can have to do that better. But still scored an equalizer after a set piece, which is always a good and very helpful asset. Showed the boys a couple of situations in half time, told them what we should keep doing, we have to calm down, and our defending we could improve. We tried that. And again, controlled big parts of the game as much as you can against them. It's not always possible because it's super intense to deny them. It was real hard work. So front line had to work hard, had to be patient in the right moment. Mataro and Maka in the right spaces, and Dom was the surprising act there, the chaser, the chaos creator, and it worked for how I thought really well. I don't think that they had quite a possession, but not the possession they wanted. That helps. We score a wonderful second goal, a wonderful third goal. Unfortunately, it was slightly offside, but still a good goal. And then you have to bring it over the line. Actually, to be 100% honest, we are not now in that situation for 10 years with this team. So I thought we would have been a bit more nervous. But I thought the boys were really calm. I liked that a lot. And yes, they still had moments. That's how it can go, and you cannot deny them completely. We won the game. I think we all agree we deserved to win the game. And yeah, really good afternoon.
Alexis is in a great run of form at the moment, isn't he? That was a special performance from him.
I saw a lot of special performances today. Yes, Maka was incredible, absolutely incredible. But when you have that kind of talent, when you have that kind of character, then you should show it out. And by the way, so it's like it's Maka. He can do that, so do it. That's Connor. That's Kwanzaa. That's Wataru. That's Dom. So they are that good. That's Joe Gomez. So the boys are good. So show it, be. And yes, I'm the biggest fan of these boys. But I stop being surprised if they really perform on highest level, because it's just what I want them to do, and that's when they do it. It's fine. If they cannot do it, then I think about why and how could we help. But when they do it, I'm not as surprised as others maybe, so I'm just happy the more often they can do it. Great game, and so many moments, and then Queef puts that ball out of the corner. I saw that pretty well, and I didn't expect the hand coming, and then there he was, and was really cool. How is that? Difficult game, good performance, fantastic result.
Mm-hmm. A lot of players, some of the players you mentioned there haven't been in this position before, but you have a lot of players who have. How important is that experience on a day like that when you go behind early on?
I just think we should, and I love the atmosphere today. I really thought, because when I talk about being nervous, as a whole, as a unit, we were more nervous years ago. So it was pretty much like that when we were 1-0 up. Then before we scored the second and the third, nobody could calm down a little bit in the stands. It's long ago, but it is something we had to develop together. And I loved the reaction of the crowd today. It was really, people were really in the game. I loved that, really. So as a unit, we have to get through this. We decide if we enjoy it or not. Pretty much. So it will be tough, and yes, it's sometimes nerve-wracking, and it will be, heart rate will be at 180, 200, whatever from time to time, if you watch it or if you play it. But if we all together enjoy this, we have a chance. If we don't, we still have a chance. It's just really much more difficult, and that's why we try to stay positive in all these moments. It's a great situation where the boys brought us in. We are there, I don't even know exactly the points tally, but another 3. So we are there up with 2 other teams fighting for the biggest prize in English football, and we will see how it will end up. But I decided I will really try hard to enjoy it.
got me back for Thursday.
Full training is Curtis. So he trained already with us on yesterday, but had done extra, because the -1 session has not the intensity Curtis needed, so he was with us, and then he had an extra shift. He will be full in training, but that's exactly for the game. Let me have a look on that. No, nobody else. The others, slowly but surely, but not yet.
Mo's last one.
Mo got his goal after missing a few chances. Do you think he's back to his best in terms of sharpness after his injury now?
Yeah, playing wise, it's a game. Absolutely, imagine Mo would have finished off all situations in his career, so that would have been a crazy number. So it's absolutely fine. We need him to try. That's what I mean. Mo as well, like others, were a bit in a rush in this situation in the first half. Like the finishes were not like they can do it. But then being as that calm in the decisive moment when you have to finish, it was the biggest chance we had. Was the best football situation we played. That makes then a real goal scorer. So absolutely happy with everything. Could play 90 something, and now we just have to keep going. We need the boys all. So it's like Darwin opened up so many spaces for us. Lucho was incredible. So they all were really good today. I always had 2 centre halves, outstanding. Was a really, really good football game, and against just an opponent where you know exactly that will be hardest work. To defend them is probably the highest intensity necessary in English football, because but we did well. I don't think they played a lot of games like that now, where somebody pressed in the way we pressed, and I'm really happy with that.